All right, we're going live.
He's got me suck.
All right. All right, we're going live.
He's got me suck.
Hunter's joining in 1 second. Let me get the stream set up.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, well, he's back now, y'all. Gone from. Never mind.
Not for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the fuck back now. Now everybody want to be Hollywood. I don't know if y'all met Horrorgang. Come here. Come here, bub. I don't know if y'all haven't met Miss Hazel.
Hazel.
Hello, Miss Hazel.
Mascot.
Oh, the diode. The diode.
Sleepy.
That's her bedtime. What's your favorite game movie, Hazel? Cujo? Man, you crazy. Okay.
All right. We should be good. Hold on. Let me just check.
If y'all are here, I hope y'all checked out the Horror Syndicate's live they had tonight with Rosemary's Baby, which is one of my favorite horror movies.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was watching it at work.
Saw that they were doing it.
Yeah, I caught some of it while I was at work, and then I had to hop off of it.
Yep. So y'all know the drill. We're back with another decade live stream. And we got the 2000s tonight. So it's been a while since we
The year we were born, man.
Yeah.
The decade we were born, not the year.
Decade we were born.
Babies.
02.
I don't know if any of the movies we have were from 2002. I could be wrong.
Let me double check just to give a hint if people. Oh, there's one. It's probably one of my favorite from this decade.
I think I might know what it is. All right.
So yeah, guys, welcome back to another live stream. We got the 2000s, as you all have been keeping up with the decades of horror, 100 decades of horror. This is number 9.
Well, it has not 100 decades of horror.
Oh, 100.
Let's clarify.
100 years of horror.
We're gonna be doing this for a while. Yeah. Oh man.
Y'all know what 100 years of horror. As we're on the 2000s after this, we got the 2010s and the 2020s so far. So yeah, y'all know the drill. 2 honorable mentions, 10 movies from this decade that we want you all to go check out, recommend. So horror fans, not horror fans, whoever watches this.
And I just want to clarify something. When we do these, we're not going to go very in depth with the movies, because we want to start, doing reviews after this. So this is taking good 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Trying to get it together. It hasn't been like 4 or 5. It's been like 2 or 3. But it's been great. But yeah, I think talking about it kind of like, if we talked about each movie, we'd be here for 4 hours. So like, we'll give our brief stutter there, little segment on it, brief, our thoughts, and then move along, man.
Right. You want to do the shirts? Here, let's do the shirts. I'm repping the Cinemassacre Monster Madness classic.
And I got since the trailer dropped the other day, Texas Chainsaw shirt. What do y'all think of the new Texas Chainsaw trailer? Let us know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It looks cool. Looked a little like, rip off-ish of the Halloween with the whole Sally thing. About Evil Dies Night, but they didn't say it like that. But the face looks fucking awesome. The story seems cool enough or original enough. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it ends up being. What's it?
Oh, we got somebody. Hello, guys. This is my first live stream.
What's up?
Miss Blackwell, thank you for joining. Hopefully that we leave a good impression and that you want to stay. Because what we do here is we just talk about horror. I'm sure you've seen some of these movies, best of the 2000s. And
yep.
If you want to check out the other decades, they're all on the channel. Tons of
they're all worth watching. Well, good.
They're funny.
We've definitely progressed in technology, like the design and stuff of it. We got more into it. So yeah, it was really just a hangout, man. We just sit around, talk about the movies we pick. Not just our live streams. Go watch everything, man, that Jackson does.
Yeah, for sure. And we on the live streams is when we'll also give like hints of stuff that we're working on or and like new guests coming on the channel.
We've had how many guests now? 1, 2. I think we've had 2.
I think so.
But we're gonna have more here soon.
You said I watched your videos, just not.
I think I like.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Even better. I
have not seen the trailer. Go check it out. Me and Hunter actually watched it today.
But if you go watch it, come back because it's gonna be a good one. This is the decade, man. The year of us. The decade of us.
It is. So we better talk highly about it.
Yeah, the year about 2000, the 2000s is kind of like mixed. Like there's like it was very a transitional period. So the 90s was probably like the more lower end of the spectrum. 2000s has got higher because they're finally finding they're starting to get more original. Started with the paranormal genre or trope. Zombies came back, but it was a lot cooler. They were faster and were running. There's just a bunch of cool kick-ass movies in this decade for sure.
Right. And again, I think you said this earlier, but just to clarify for people, we're straight up saying these are the best of this decade. These are ones that are very good that we recommend that you've probably heard of.
Yeah.
Or if you haven't, if you're just like still getting into horror, these are ones that we want you to check out because they'll be fun.
Yeah. A lot of them are like ones that are like obvious answers. So like you'll see something here and you're like, well, of course it's in there. But then some you'll be like, well, I wonder why they put that in there. Well, it's because, we think it'd be a great horror movie for you to watch if you've never seen it, but also, one that's good to us too. So we have like a connection to it. So it's basically between our connection to it and what we think other people would like. So we take our best stab at it. Most of the time it's good. Sometimes people have other opinions, but it is what it is. But
right. I think there was
that's the great thing about them. Everybody has them,
Exactly. I think it was the 1930s. I know we got some comments like, "Oh, what about Island of Lost Souls with Lugosi?" And
there's only 10 spots, man. Like that's the same with the 70s.
Same 70s, 80s, even 60s a little bit. But that's why we also get 2 honorable mention spots. And that's still not enough. So
yeah.
I guess.
And usually we tend to mention some while we're going through it too. So like,
right.
I remember I don't know about the 90s. Yeah, we were doing the 90s, and I think we were talking about People Under the Stairs, and we were talking about the poster, and we were talking about how it like resembled Fright Night. And we completely forgot about Fright Night in the 80s because some of the stuff we forget. But also, I mean, I remembered it, but that's a lot of other conversation. But yep, let's.
Right.
This is another gritty decade for sure.
Oh yeah.
A darker tone. Like the colors are very like dark blue, black, gray, and green.
Right.
Yeah.
Blackwell also said, I'm 38 and I started watching horror movies when I was 8. So awesome. You can't ever get
Dang.
enough.
So 38. So what does that make him?
30.
He's
Well,
not. He's kind of like a 90s baby. So you should
yeah.
go watch our 90s episode, man.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Go watch. I mean, go watch out. But like 80s, you'll probably remember you being younger. 90s, you'll remember like vividly, probably.
Right.
Or clearly.
2000s, and that's what we're on tonight, and it's gonna be a fun one. So let's get straight into our honorable mentions. First two, we have the King Kong remake with Jack Black, Adrian Brody, directed by Peter Jackson. This is a very, very good remake. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
This was the first one I watched, like King Kong movies.
Yeah, me too.
This was the first one, my first introduction into it, and then I saw the original from the 30s. But yeah, Jack Black, Adrian Brody, Naomi Watts. I mean, they were all great. It really made King Kong. It was made it more of a love story. This one compared to the others. Yeah, Naomi Watts is fantastic in this. Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's probably the best besides the original to me. Peter Jackson is great.
And I know
I love all his.
A lot of people like the 70s King Kong. I haven't seen it yet. But I still don't think it's better than either of these two. Anyway.
Yeah, they definitely made King Kong a lot more cinematic, created more in-depth story with it. It's been a while since I've seen it. I have to go rewatch it or revisit it. But I remember we watched it in class one time, and I don't know why. But yeah, I just remember it being like really like for it being able to, affect me when I was that much younger. And yeah, this scary monster making him lovable. I remember like I was like the whole scene, everybody knows the scene where, he, I don't want to say dies, but he I don't know, he dies. We'll just say that. It's emotional. You really feel for like that's one of the most he's terrible, but he's a caged animal, man.
Right. Black also said, I love King Kong, even have it on DVD. Awesome. That's great.
What was that? Our guy last week, what was his name?
James Moss.
James Moss. He had all the VHS, and you have all the DVDs. Hey, the 2000s was the DVD year, man. The DVD decade.
Yeah. But she also said, I have not seen Death Proof. And let me tell you about Death Proof.
Oh man. So if you are new here and you don't know, I'm a Quentin Tarantino nerd. Like I think he's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. When it comes to, I think he's the master director, writer. Death Proof is probably like, I think unanimously like his worst, not worst, but like his least good movie. But I mean, when you have
Death Proof,
it's just different. When you have a resume like he does, it's hard to really
be like the last 5. This one is usually it, but that does not mean this movie is bad.
But the only reason I think it's different, or it could be like that, because it's a different movie. It was a part of a double feature with Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror, and so I think they played Quentin's second. So like by the time people got to Quentin's Death Proof, they were kind of like just like worn out, kind of, because it wasn't like more up like pace, because Quentin's very dialogue heavy, but like Kurt Russell in this is fantastic. I'll just throw that out the way. Like he's phenomenal.
One mean son of a bro. Kurt Russell is Like he's scary in this, honestly.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah. Um, if whenever you get the chance, anybody who hasn't seen it, go check it out. Especially if you just love movies, check out anything of Quentin Tarantino if you haven't seen.
You won't be disappointed. I can promise you. My favorite movie ever is Reservoir Dogs, and you know that was his first movie. So,
Said
which we
I just don't know where it's at right now. Gotcha.
What do you say? What
Said
they say?
I have it on Blu-ray. I just don't know where it's at right now.
Oh, well, even better. I think I had it on Blu-ray at one point. I don't know.
On anything. I watched it on Amazon Prime, I think.
Oh, Death Proof? I have the both of the double feature on Blu-ray. A lot.
Oh.
I have the Robert the Planetary and this. Yep.
Gotcha. So yeah, those are our two honorable mentions. I don't know if I said the years. We usually say the years too.
King Kong. 5 for King Kong.
Yeah,
just because I read
it. King Kong from 2005 and Death Proof from 2007. And so I guess we'll just go right into our top 10 list. Starting off with 28 Days Later. Like you were saying, new zombies.
More faster, more. I don't even know if it's technically zombies. There are infected people because. So basically, at the beginning of the movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, kind of spoiler alert. They're testing monkeys, and they kind of go rabid, and that's how everything kind of expires or aspires. And Cillian Murphy gives one of the best performances in horror movie cinema like ever. It starts into like survival film. He's very very close to Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. He's sitting there, he's in London, very into the world. Basically, all he knows is gone. He wakes up in the hospital by himself. Kind of like Family Guy's done parodies of, or The Walking Dead. Kind of, he's in a Rick Grimes kind of scenario. But now he's got to fend for himself, and then he ends up finding these people. It's a pretty decently long movie. I remember there were some slow parts, but the best thing about this movie is how like gritty it is. Like his performance and it's awesome. So it turns into a whole thing where they survive and then they get taken to like this military base and it's nuts. Like they end up, it's crazy. It's one of those you definitely have to check out yourself. And then they made the sequel 28. Is it weeks or days? I think it's weeks.
Weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which is all right. But this one definitely is my favorite out of them and probably top 10 of the decade or top 5 of the decade for sure.
Yeah. 28 Days Later is pretty good. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Zombie flick, I guess you could say.
The infected.
Right. So yeah, this next.
If you like these like post-apocalyptic like movies like that, I'd check it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, what we do is we love to talk about the posters too. We're big poster guys. If you don't know that, so thoughts on the poster, Hunter?
I think it's really cool. Like you could definitely see the transition into the 2000s. Like,
yeah.
What year was this out? 2000 what?
Yeah. 2002.
Year we were born, man.
That's right.
But yeah, the poster tells like the whole story. That the like I don't know what symbol that is, but it's like I guess it's like a threat level apocalyptic like symbol for like nothing. Just tells it all, and then the little like outlines of London and Cillian Murphy's character. It's awesome. I like it.
She said, I haven't seen it, but it's on Hulu, so I'll watch it after your stream. Awesome.
It's unsettling. I'll tell you that for sure. It'll get you. I remember watching it and it was just like, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, this next movie I love, Cloverfield. If you haven't seen Cloverfield, it came out 2008. As you can see from the poster, it's like a found footage, like handheld, movie or film, I guess.
Isn't it? It's kind of like a mockumentary or whatever.
Kinda, but it's like a giant monster. And
Yeah,
that's the giant.
this movie is insane, dude.
Yes. I have it on Blu-ray in case James Moss is listening later or anything. But yeah, this movie is really, really good. It's an awesome monster flick. Like it gives nod to like the 50s giant monsters, But there's also been a couple sequels, and 10 Cloverfield Lane is related to this with John Goodman. And so yeah, Cloverfield
So
is
it happens on New Year's Eve, right? If I'm not mistaken. It's some kind of party. I remember.
I think it is New Year's.
I think it's New Year's, and yeah, then it all like goes crazy. And this is like one of the most like thrilling. Like this is a really good thriller movie. Really has you on your seat, on the edge of your seat. Yeah, you're just waiting for that next moment. Oh, what's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? The monster looks fucking terrifying, but obviously, it is it realistic? No, but that's like one of the cool things about it is the idea of it being real is scary.
And this
more than
I do love this poster though.
Yeah, the poster is like iconic.
Right. It's even falls in with like a natural disaster kind of a flick, because people can be like, you don't really see the monster that much. Now let me warn you of that. Like this is one of the few really close shots we get, and this lasts for a second. This picture that you're seeing on your screen. But I feel like that makes it better. But so yeah, Cloverfield from 2008, really, really good. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. This next one. Oh, you skipped one. The Mist.
There's a few, man.
I don't know what happened.
The Mist, man.
No, this
movie,
like, the biggest, like, oh my god ending.
Yeah, like this, it's the most. I remember I almost cried, like when it's the saddest thing ever.
Abba said, "Wow, this is nice and very interesting. Thank you for joining, checking out."
Oh, thank you for joining, Abba.
Yeah, The Mist, Stephen King story, I believe, right?
I believe.
I think so.
I think so.
But another kind of like giant monster movie, apocalyptic kind of thing. West Tex Horror said, read the Mist short story, enjoyed both. Awesome. I don't think Hunter has read the Mist short story. I haven't either. But the film is awesome. It's definitely something worth checking out.
I mean, how scary is it? Like you going out, like you're stuck in like they're stuck in a convenience store, and the only way out is death, and you got to try to get past it. Right. And like the visually, this movie is like really compelling. Has really cool ideas for ways you could kill, and show it. It very creates a chaotic balance between the people that are all together, and creates arguments. It's kind of like this old 80s flick, cheesy horror movie. I can't think of what it's called for the life of me. It's the one where Jackson. It's the one where we watched on Horror Menu, guys. We had a group watch. I think it was called Intruder, maybe. I could be wrong.
Right. Yeah. Intruder.
It kind of reminds me of The Intruder, but the ending of this movie is like the saddest thing ever.
Yeah. Blackwell said, "Loved the movie until the end, and then I didn't."
It's the saddest thing ever.
The ending is like the biggest.
It's like the biggest to say, yeah, like heart, like just ripped your heart out.
Yeah, this ending is crazy. Yeah, it's um, it's hard to watch again. You
Yeah,
know,
and you like when you know it's coming, it's even worse because you start watching like the family relationship. It's
West
oh my god.
said has low key 50s monster vibes, and that's
Oh,
right.
100%.
And that's
100%.
that's that's why I love, like, which makes me like this movie even more. Because I mean, if you've been listening to our other streams, you know that we're both huge fans of like classic monsters and horror and everything like that. Um, Also, make sure everybody leave a like on the stream if you're enjoying it, letting us know. It means a lot. So yeah, The Mist, like you said, crazy. And definitely the 50s monster vibe. Same thing with Cloverfield, except Cloverfield is more of its time because of the handheld footage. But so yeah, The Mist from, did we say what year? I don't think so, but 2007. Go check it out. Really, really good. You'll enjoy it. Um, the ending of the short story was not even close to the film ending. Wow, I did not know that. Hmm. Thank you, West Tex Horror. So what I do eventually want to read it, but I'm curious on what the ending is now.
Yeah, yeah. If it's as bad as the movie, it's sorry, my girlfriend called but yeah, The Mist, hell of a movie.
Yeah,
This is also a hell of a movie right here.
is fucking awesome. Shaun of the Dead. It's a comedy, but with zombies. Um, it it's about this guy named Shaun, uh, and his buddy during a zombie apocalypse. Like that's pretty much.
Well, I could say it's a rom-com with zombies.
I mean, yeah, it. I guess. Oh, he said the ending is he basically makes it back to his home. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess that's fine.
I don't know, but this movie is fucking great. Like,
Yeah, from 2004, Shaun of the Dead. Uh, this is probably, you know what? No, this is definitely one of the best zombie, or no, not zombie, horror comedies for sure. Um,
and this is like, I don't know. There's a few Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, Nick Frost movies, but that trio was like iconic. Simon Pegg himself is hilarious. Nick Frost is just a great comic relief, and so Edgar Wright does something. He's a great filmmaker. I haven't seen Last Night in Soho yet. His newest, meaning to see it. I heard it's pretty decent. Um, but the comedic timing is so good in this movie, and it's just the humor in it is just like perfect for me, and it's awesome. It's one of my favorite horror movies, like probably top three of the 2000s for sure.
oh yeah, for sure. And by the way, again, to clarify, the way how we these aren't necessarily in order. Um, it's just go check them out, pretty much. Blackwell said some of Stephen King's books aren't like the movies they do, and yeah, uh, there's different little differences here and there, and then there's
Well, we
even some.
talked about it earlier. He didn't like Stephen King didn't like The Shining.
Yeah, in our
Like,
80s live stream, if you haven't seen that, The
and
Shining.
I think The Shining's one of my, I think a top three horror movie for me.
Oh, yeah, I know. And Stephen King apparently didn't like it. He liked the TV made one way better. Thought it was more accurate, I guess, but I'm sorry. Stanley Kubrick Shining is a million times better. Sorry, Stephen King. But Abba also said, "Do you like international horror films from the East guys?" Yeah, yeah. I mean, we love all kinds of horror. So
One movie I wanted to have in the 2000s one, but we didn't put it because we weren't sure with how other people. There was Behind the Mask, Leslie Vernon. I wanted to put in here,
yeah,
and then High Tension, which I really wanted in here too. But like we said earlier, we're trying to hit a demographic, just have people like, know movies we're talking about. I've been in times where I'm sitting here talking about movies, or I'm like sitting there watching a podcast or something, listening, and they like start mentioning these like movies that I've never even like heard of, and I'm just like, it just tunes me out. It gives me recommendations to watch, but like at the same time, I'm just like, I have no clue like anything about it. But oh
but
yeah,
yeah,
foreign. I love foreign horror. It's some of the most like sincere filmmaking, like foreign film in general, um, is one of my favorite. I don't even want to say genres. The North Korean or Korean films are one of my favorite. I guess I want to say genre, um, but yeah,
a bunch of comments. Everybody's like, "Oh, love Shaun of the Dead. It's so funny." I'm
no, it's
like,
the
yeah.
best.
Let's Text Horror also said, "High tension, very extreme."
It's fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts.
Oh yeah,
I got I gotta show you, man. It's fucking Jackson hasn't seen it, but because it's one of those,
I
it's harder.
high tension.
It's harder to find. It's harder to get. I've seen it, but it's awesome.
So yeah, let's move on to our next one that popped up out of nowhere earlier from the year 2000, American Psycho with Batman. I
With
mean,
Batman, with Batman,
with Bruce Wayne. My
with
bad.
Bruce Wayne as a killer,
No,
and
Christian.
Jared Leto,
Yeah, the Joker, right?
the Joker, the joke. Oh no, it is Batman versus Joker. Holy
Oh,
shit!
is this?
I just now realized that. Oh my god,
uh,
y'all.
was this
They
planned?
were doing Batman before they even knew it. They were over here in Gotham. Dang.
Abba said South Korean, Japanese, and Hong Kong. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Japanese horror. I mean,
In Hong
also
Kong, yeah, like
Hong
yeah.
Kong and
I
South Korea.
I know this is kind of embarrassing. I just watched Parasite not too long ago, but Paris and I guess you could consider Parasite a horror movie if you wanted to. What a fucking film, dude. What the director is one of my favorite. He also did Memories of Murder. Um
West Texas Horror said Batman versus Joker with
yeah, I
the
know, dude.
that's
I just
bro.
now that's
DC
crazy.
Comics was behind this shit. Telling you. So yeah, American Psycho. Would you say slasher? I guess.
It's more like a thriller, like yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
sort of.
a
It's definitely
psycho.
got slasher elements. Um, Christian Bale looks very much like Norman Bates, and I feel like West Texas Horror also said Parasite switch gears in the middle of the film. Great stuff.
Dude, it's fucking nuts, dude. I remember watching it and I was like, dude, what is going on? But he keeps you so engaged. But it's really like one of the craziest movies of that, probably top three of the year for me that year. That movie is something fucking, and the characters are so, and it's such a good theme. I could talk about a lot about Parasite and Hong Kong films and South Korean, Japanese films. Maybe we'll do another episode, best of.
Oh
That'd be a
yes,
good idea.
we will. That is a great idea. Um, Also said early 2000s slasher American Psycho. So yeah, uh, a new 4K steelbook has came out. of this movie, and me and Hunter, excuse me, Parasite won Oscar Best Film. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's if you
it,
haven't seen it, guys, go watch. Like,
but me and Hunter, we're like, dude, that is so cool. There's this new 4K Steelbook. Uh,
it's
that came
when
out.
he's peeling off the face.
Yeah, the famous scene where he's, you know, if you haven't seen this, go check it out. I'd say most people would really like this film because it's not.
Basically, it's just like Patrick Bateman, who's Christian Bale. By day, he's a stockbroker. By night, he's a killer. I mean, that's
I mean, yeah.
Christian Bale, Batman versus the Joker in suits.
I'm, somebody email detective, write them a letter, and be like, I know what you're doing.
You're listening, and I'm not scared of you. Tell him.
We need West Tex Horror. Go ahead, hit up DC Comics.
Yeah,
But also shout out to DC.
but yeah, the new Batman guys, we're really fucking stoked for.
Oh yeah, for sure. 80s yuppie lifestyle film. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and just move right on to our next one. This one was huge when it hit theaters.
Yeah, huge.
And flipped the horror genre upside down on its head. The whole ghost thing blew up. Like it fucking took over horror.
Now there's a popular clip.
Less now, but it's still like the main thing. Like the Conjuring.
Yeah, demonic. Yeah, found footage. Now there's a famous clip of audience live reaction to this.
Yes.
That people that get used a lot.
Trailer.
I think I might be in the trailer. Yeah, this movie. Now you watch it now, and you're probably like, "This is the goofiest shit I've ever seen in my life."
No,
but before this, there wasn't a lot of movies like this.
No, there wasn't. That's the thing. This movie
and so
was pretty scary.
You watch it, and like I remember the first time I watched it, it was in the completely dark, late at night. Next thing you know, you start thinking you hear stuff, or you think you saw something, or something along those sorts. And this movie like puts you on the edge of your seats, like it really takes you a place.
Like they're setting up cameras, and they put like flour on the floor. And now I could be getting this confused with the like 7 other different Paranormal Activities because I've seen them.
Yeah, that are all the same. Yeah.
And let me tell you, just watch this one. You don't have to watch.
I would just if you want to get the point, just watch this one.
Yes, and this is, and I think this is the movie with the most gross ever, or something like that. It was so it was like it had no money at all to make this movie, and they made so much money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He said the first and third are good. Paranormal Activity made it around to 20. Oh, made it for around 20 or 30,000. Made millions. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Blackwell said you haven't seen it. You got to check this one out.
Oh my gosh, you got this. I feel like if you're gonna watch it and be like, okay, you might watch it and be like, okay, this is dumb, but like you gotta have the mindset and perspective. At the time, this movie was like the shit.
Oh my, yes.
It was like when Halloween Kills came out, or the new like Halloween came out, or like Scream, and everybody just flocked to it because they wanted to see Michael Myers or Ghostface. But this didn't have that. This was like new, and they saw the trailer and saw people's reactions like, oh, you want to get scared? Go see this fucking movie.
Right. And it still kind of holds up though. Like you watch this shit real late at night, it can be kind of freaky.
I suggest you watch it late at night, lights out.
Well,
by yourself.
Blackwell, you said you haven't seen this one. You were gonna watch 28 Days Later. Watch this one.
Watch this one tonight.
Watch this one tonight. It may be a little freakier. But so yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Again, we're that like this is it's really good for being like no budget and then made millions, you know. Paranormal Activity from 2007. Next is my top 3 from this decade. Also the same year we were born, 2002, The fucking Ring. Uh like so I'll give you a little story. Me and one of our other friends watched this a long time ago, and the whole movie is about you watch this evil VHS tape, then you get a phone call saying in 7 days you'll die. And right after we finished the movie, we had a call on the home phone that said no caller ID, and we were just freaking out like, oh my god, the Ring's calling us. Samara, I think that's her name. Uh, but this, for ABBA, for the international horror fans, you know, this is actually a remake of Ringu. Um, this is like the American version, but this movie is really good. Uh, there is The Ring 2, and that's fucking awful. I remember me and our other buddy, Trevin, we watched The Ring 2. We were like, oh my god, the first one's so good. Let's watch this one. No.
Yeah,
It
no,
was not.
bad choice.
It yeah, ruined the day. But this will make your day if you love some horror. This shit is creepy as fuck. Uh, yeah. What do you think about the poster?
I mean, it's basic, but like it really like proves the idea of just like it's the last thing you'll see before you get the call or before you die. Um, it's really this movie's really fucking like creepy. I remember the first time I watched it. Yeah, I was just like, this one's like a really dark, like blue, black, gray colored movie, kind of like I am right now, or I was for a second, which was really big in the 2000s. It really like created like a depressing feel and scary. I'll be back in a second.
Right. And while you were doing that, let me catch up on the chat real quick. You had to have the experience at the theater talking about Paranormal Activity, West Tex, and yeah, we didn't have that experience because we were too young to go, but it's it's worth watching. Real late at night, uh, no lights on, it's all by yourself, you know. It's on Netflix, so I will watch it. Awesome, check it out for sure. Go watch it. And yes, Ring. My second daughter dressed up as Samara for Halloween. Hey, that is
That's
cool.
awesome.
Check out the original Ringu. Yeah, as I was saying, good American remake though. Right.
There's a lot of like Korean movies, Hong Kong movies that get remade in the States, and it's kind of some of them turn out good, some of them are just like awful.
Right.
Like I think I don't
I know another one that got like the same treatment was The Grudge. Like it was originally called Ju-on, and I want to say
I was going
Japan.
to refer to this movie Oh Boy, which is a Korean or I think Hong Kong one of the films that's I fucking love. But they remade it I think in the States with can I think of his name? Josh Brolin and Elizabeth Olsen I think's in it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. The Ring, y'all. I really love this movie, but I will not watch this movie over and over though because I don't know. It's always been creepy to me. I don't know, but yeah, it's like Dark Water, The Eye from Asian horror, Japanese, The Ring. Yeah, ABBA, you know what's up. Um, Blackwell. I have not seen Rings. Rings is like the third one.
Is that the one with Leonard from Big Bang Theory and it had like
Yeah, yeah.
oh my god.
But that one was not as good. It was either like a prequel or Old Boy Korean
I think it was a
film.
prequel.
Avoid the remake. Korean
Yeah.
Old Boy, yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy is fucking awesome. It's one of my it probably is my favorite like Korean film.
One of my favorite Korean films is John Woo, Hard Boiled. Um, wait,
John was great. Yeah. I don't
yeah.
know. I think it was in the 2000s. The Host, or I could be wrong.
Oh,
The Host was
I
The
love,
Host is
bro.
fucking awesome. I remember watching that with my dad for the first time. I was
That's
like,
another
that's
like
what like that's what
monster.
like really like
Monster.
gravitated me towards the Korean films and Hong Kong films is that movie because I was like, this is fucking nuts. Like they're the
Right.
most like cutthroat motherfuckers like ever. And that's why I think Quentin Tarantino loves the Hong Kong and Korean films. Like if you watch Kill Bill, like you can see it in those movies that he like
Mm-hmm.
genuinely like it's yeah. But the Host is awesome, guys. Let me know if y'all have seen the Host.
Yes, the host is really good, and that's like it's another like nod to '50s monster because it's a monster like tadpole thing, you know. Uh, Definitely go check that out. But let's get back on track to. Oh, hold on. What is going on here? I gotta fix this real quick. Okay, sorry about that.
Catch us up on the chat real quick before we get on to the next one.
That's what I was doing. I think we're pretty much good now.
Okay.
Said Ring, good
Yeah.
for the host, good film, yeah. This movie right here, y'all. This shit is Halloween in a movie.
This is yeah. But if like besides Halloween, this is like the Halloween movie, in
And
my
this is
opinion.
one of the best Scream Factory releases ever.
Yeah. Is that done? That's not the Nathan Thomas Milliner one, is it?
No, this is by Devin.
Oh,
He
Devin.
also did the Friday 13th box
Right.
art and a bunch of other stuff.
Trick or Treat is an anthology film that it really is the Halloween film. Besides Halloween, this is the movie I usually go to every Halloween to watch. The aesthetic of the movie, the stories, how they all intertwine, and there's like it's one of my favorite horror movies ever.
Yeah, the Trick or Treat is awesome, you know. And we said in past lives, well, I've said that I think Sam should be like the mascot of Halloween, you know,
Yeah.
like how Santa Claus is Christmas, Easter Bunny's Easter, just whatever. This movie's great. There's like werewolves and vampires, and there's so many jack-o'-lanterns in this movie. Like
Yeah.
you could do a
So
drinking game and like you probably die before the movie's over.
yeah, you'd black out before it even get like past the first frame.
Yeah, it for real. Uh, Trick or Treat, not or. That's another like horror movie from the '80s about this heavy metal dude who plays this record backwards, and now he's like, I don't know. I've heard about it from other YouTubers, and I really want to check that out because it sounds awesome. But Trick or Treat,
Jackson, what's your favorite story from this?
uh,
I would say the kids.
yeah, the kids, the bus crash.
Yeah.
The kids is good. I also really like the werewolf one though, where
Yeah, the werewolf one's good too. I like the first one too. They're all
all these are. This movie is awesome. Go watch this like every Halloween. Maybe at some point we'll even do like a live commentary. If y'all want to see us do a live commentary on a movie, let us know because that would be super fun chatting, watching it with
yeah.
y'all.
And
But
another one maybe that's not on this list. I just remembered The Descent. I think it's 2000s. The Descent's not on here either.
if it's not this year, it's not this decade, is the next. Like I know it's either 2009 or
I have to
2010.
look it up.
There's something right there. But The Descent is one fucked up movie. if you haven't seen The Descent, watch that too. Um, great modern anthology. Love both Kill Bill films.
2005, yeah.
Have not seen The Host. Yes, Trick or Treat. Very nicely done movie. Sam is a modern horror icon with just one film. That is facts. Sam has a huge following just from this one movie. Um, all the stories are good. Yes, they are. The Host is very good. I'll check it out. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're trying to give you these great recommendations for you to watch. And
Yeah. And a lot of these movies y'all probably seen, but like some of them people haven't, and you never be surprised you give them like these movies. It could change their lives. That's how I mean, The Host, I never would have thought I would like gravitate towards those movies, but I mean, you watch it and you're just like, you it's so cool.
I said, yes, do that, guys. Live reaction. How about 13 Ghosts? Do you mean the William Castle?
The William Castle one, I have it.
Dude.
I got it.
We will do that for you.
Or the remake, because I know they remade it. You let us know.
Let us know. I know the remake was probably early 2000s. But yeah, whatever y'all want or recommend, like any decade of horror, 13 Ghosts, fucking, we'll do pick a number 1 through 3.
Me?
Yeah, pick a number 1 through 3.
1.
1. Okay. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
We'll do one on fucking Blood Rage if y'all want.
Blood Rage.
If y'all even know what that is. Oh, I love that movie.
It's like the independent fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a Thanksgiving 80s slasher film with twins. So yeah, The Descent. Watch the original ending, not the American ending. Yeah. I remember
it was originally a British film, I believe.
It was, or
British
it was like
horror.
Swedish or something.
It was British horror, which another foreign film.
The Descent is great though. Like,
it's fucking, that's nuts too.
I know.
I remember that ending, that twist ending too is fucking nuts.
I know. I was like, ooh, because the first time I watched it was with my girlfriend. We watched it together for the first time.
I watched at the lake.
No way. I watched it at the lake too.
Yeah, I watched it at the lake when I was younger the first time. It scared the shit out of me because they wanted to go cliff jumping the next day, and I was just like,
I don't know about that.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Right. British produced, maybe Swedish directed. It's something like that. It's I've never even heard of it. Blackwell, are you talking about Blood Rage? Not that many people have.
Blood Rage. If you have Shudder, I know a lot. If you're a horror fan, you probably have Shudder. Blood Rage is on Shudder.
Here you go, y'all. Look at this shit.
That's where I first watched it. You gotta watch Blood Rage. It's goofy, but
West Texas horror. I live in the desert. No lakes for me.
I'm you're lucky then.
That, but I don't.
You gotta worry about some. You gotta worry about some trimmers.
Yeah, look, man. You gotta
worry about the trimmers,
or the dudes right here.
Yeah, or yeah. Well, so the hills have eyes. You're screwed, man. You are screwed. Over here in Tatooine.
Right. The first Black Christmas was in the 80s. Yeah. Haven't seen Blood Rage. Amen.
Shudder, man. If y'all, I know y'all have Shudder. If you're a horror fan,
maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like there could be a chance of it being on YouTube.
Let me see.
Probably somebody has uploaded it. But so hold on, let's get back on track. Because I mean, we know everybody loves blood raids and shit, but Trick or Treat,
classic,
awesome ass poster too.
Yeah.
By the way, next one, I Am Legend, and this one probably could be replaced, but the reason why I left it in here, another like zombie movie, but you see how it says the last man on earth is not alone. This is a remake of dun, 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 one of my favorite Vincent Price films, The Last Man on Earth.
This is one of the saddest endings too.
Another gut wrenching, like damn ending. You know, it hurts. But Will Smith is great in this movie.
He's
I'm
great.
A big fan of Will Smith.
It's probably my favorite Will Smith movie.
I love Independence Day though too, and I even like iRobot, and that movie's real shitty. I just love Will Smith, but anyways, it's the Richard Matheson story called I Am Legend, and then they made it with Vincent Price in '64, I believe. Could be wrong, but love Vincent Price. Y'all know. I mean, Hunter's got the fucking lobby card back there.
Yeah, I got the whole collection of them actually.
See,
Diary of a Madman.
I got. Only thing around me is I got some movies and a Vincent Price Funko Pop, but love Vincent Price anyways. And this movie is really, it's actually really good, despite of what you think about Will Smith or anything. Will Smith is an awesome dude, and this movie kicks some ass. It's another zombie movie, 2007, and the connection.
Are they zombies? Or are they like infected? Like, because I know.
So there, it's kind of like that. I think they kind of took the infected track, but in the book, in the Vincent Price, they're like these zombie vampire kind of things.
Yeah.
They just kind of modernized it, and it is really good. So yeah, Last Man on Earth. I Am Legend by Will, not by Will. God damn.
By Will Smith.
Written, directed, and produced by Willis Smith. Okay.
By Sam from I Am Legend.
I Am Legend from 2007, and I do love this poster. It is pretty cool. So yeah, is this our last? Yep, this is our last one, y'all.
Dawn of the Fucking Dead
remake,
which I think is probably top 3 best horror remakes ever.
Oh, for sure. Like, how could you remake Dawn of the Fucking Dead? And then it's like actually really good, you know?
It's awesome.
This was really like the running zombies thing is like this is what made it scary, I feel like.
It probably has one of the best horror opening scenes in horror cinema ever.
Yes.
For sure.
I definitely agree with that. Maybe the most iconic is Halloween. You know, just he kills a sister.
Yeah, and then Nightmare with Tina, and there's a lot, but this one is
this one is like,
fantastic.
It's like from the beginning.
It just goes.
It's like it's too much. Like you just sit down and you're like.
The characters in this are amazing. Good comedic relief. It really, creates a chaotic, like, claustrophobic feel because these people are locked in a mall, shopping center, and
right.
they're getting they end up taking over. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna stop talking about it.
Right.
But I love this
poster.
It's great.
Yeah, this poster kicks some ass. I like I think I like the original better though, just because
I
George
mean, this
Romero.
could be one of I mean, it's hard to beat it, but this could be one of those rare chances that the sequel's better than the original or the remake's better than the original. But yeah, I don't think it is.
What is one where I'm like definitely that's It remake.
You could say The Hills Have Eyes remake.
Yeah, you could.
Um,
A lot of people
what
like
else?
those.
Um, I don't know.
Uh, let's see. Double Sunsets with I Am Legend and Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. Uh, I have love for I Am Legend based on the book by Omega Men.
Yeah,
Yeah. CGI doesn't hold up. Should have made it practical. Love iRobot. Yeah, CGI. It's
it's hit or miss.
but
It's hit
that's
or
from
miss.
like almost every movie from this decade is like almost not. It doesn't hold up. I guess you could say. Um, Vincent Price's Last Man on Book is based on the original book I Am Legend. Yeah. Uh, you guys like the remake of Fright Night or the older version? I have not seen the remake Fright
I've
Night.
seen both. Um,
I do
I
love
think
the original though.
the original I think's better. The Charlie Brewster and I think it's Jeffrey Dandridge. I like it better than the remake. The remake kind of I don't know. It was good. Don't get me wrong. Like the fright, I enjoyed it. It could have been a lot worse, but I just honestly prefer the original.
Uh, Abba said, "Nice, I Am Legend. You guys write horror or just real good connoisseurs of films?"
So
Well,
I write. Um, Jackson, he hasn't,
I haven't done it as much. Hunter definitely has done it more, but the team.
which is we're working. I'm working on something right now. Um, I'm actually an actor too, and well, not an actor, but I'm in Dark and Bloody Ground, which comes out soon. Um, which we'll keep you all updated on that. I play a member of this killer cult family named Lost John, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I also write. Um, I'm a big fan. That's why I love Quentin Tarantino. He's really inspiring for screenwriters. Um, but yeah, do any of you all right? If you so, let me know, man.
Oh yeah,
I love
if
reading.
any of you all write or have been in horror movies, let us know. We love building a community over here, and if you know other people that love horror, tell them to join in next time. Um, but a lot of
It's
people
just
I've
a
seen,
hangout, man.
yeah, exactly. If you love horror,
We just hang out.
just come over here and hang out. Um, a lot of people are mentioning the Evil Dead remake. Evil Dead remake is also very good. Um,
It's hard to beat the original Evil. I like
but
the Evil Dead. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. I like Evil Dead 1 better than 2. But that's just me. That's me.
I mean, no, I get that, but for me, Evil Dead 2 is like one of the quintessential horror films. I don't know. Everything about it I just love. And Ash Williams he's the man, you know. Um I like both Dawn of the Dead movies. Yeah, same. Love both Fright Nights. The remakes gets too much hate. I don't see why. Uh I don't know.
I do agree with that. I think it gets a lot of hate. I don't think it should. Um, it's good, but I just prefer the first one. Um, yeah, it's hard to really make a remake that's better than the original. But I think they did a fine job with it.
I mean, I love the original Fright Night. I haven't seen the remake, so I can't really speak too much about that. But what's another? Well, one remake that we had on here, the King Kong remake. That's a really good remake. But
Yeah,
I think the original from 1933 is one of the best
monster
groundbreaking
movies.
films ever. What it did for like film, the special effects, the acting, the everything about that movie was like so groundbreaking. Um, Black will also said I haven't seen the remake, so yeah, guys, thank you for all of the chat, the people
Yeah.
joining tonight.
We'll be again here soon. Probably what's today? Tuesday. Probably at it again Friday, Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, definitely whenever the next live stream is, it'll be around the same time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM, and we'll be talking about the 2010s best decades of horror. Uh, Again, thank you to everybody listening, watching, whenever
Thank
you
y'all,
do.
man. It was fun. This is one of the better ones, man. It's because of y'all.
Yeah, exactly. And Dawn of the Dead, yes, help have produced 2 movies. I've written a couple screenplays. That's awesome. From ABBA. That's really cool.
Which movies did you produce?
Yeah, let us know what movies have you produced. West Texas Horror said, see y'all Thursday or Friday. Yes, we will definitely love original and remake of Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, they're both great. Stay tuned, guys. For sure, go listen to our other streams. There are some gems in the 2010s. That's right. This is a great decade.
2010s is one of my favorite years of decades of horror.
It's definitely
not being biased, but
yeah, no, not being biased. It's genuinely like an amazing year for horror films, or not year, but decade.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, thank y'all for listening and watching. Make sure to leave a like, and if y'all had so much fun, because we know we did because of y'all, go listen to our other streams. We have every single decade so far, starting from the 1920s all the way to now. And there's tons of other videos. So yeah, thanks you all for all the support. And that being said, I guess we'll catch you in the next one, either Thursday
or Friday.
Around the
whenever
same
we
time.
can. Yeah. Around the same time, like 10:30 ish.
Right.
All right, everybody.
Hope you all enjoyed. Peace, y'all. Had a
Stay
lot of
scared.
fun.